Hi viewers, today's video is about home management of COVID. For the past 1 year, I am with COVID patients handling many sick and death cases. I was safe and always had my swabs negative. But for the past 2 weeks, I am not posted in any of these COVID wards. But surprisingly, I became positive now. You think I was careless? Yes. I thought I'm not among the COVID patients and I'm safe, but I forgot that I'm with the common public who are all carriers of the organisms. Yes, I got my COVID, maybe in the bus in which I am traveling daily. Let me share my experience as a COVID staff. My first COVID duty was a night duty in the main ICU with 12 hours of PPE kit. I developed glove allergy as there was no time even to change the gloves in between. With severe pedal edema because of handling so many sick cases in that ICU. I got facial allergies and rashes due to the N95 mask what we were wearing. Urinary infections because of not voiding due to PPE and no fluid intake during the daytime followed with day of continuous sleep. Outside food from hotels gave us gastritis. Those were all painful days. For the past 1 year, I had been handling hundreds and hundreds of positive cases. In the early days, it was so painful to see the deaths in ICUs and their beloved ones crying for their losses. The situation was so pathetic that there were days I was unable to control my grief and can't even wipe my tears seeing these sorrows with my full PPE, goggles, and gloves. But days passed, God gave strength and courage to handle these cases. And I must definitely talk about my first COVID patient. After taking over, I went in assessment of the saturation of all my patients. One patient was missing and I went in search of him. I saw him inside the bathroom dead after a sudden arrest. After hearing the newses and nightmare stories from the other health professionals, my first COVID duty started with a terrible death. In spite of thousands and thousands of nurses all over the world, only few of us had the opportunity to prove ourselves during this great crisis. I always think that we all are God chosen to work under this critical environment to help these dying, sick, and dead patients. Very soon, God gave us courage to work and strength to handle these cases in a positive, humble, sympathetic, and empathetic manner. We save lives. We know the value of lives. Even now, God has made me COVID positive for good purpose only. That is, to tell my real experience about COVID and how I did handle myself, my family, and friends. Let me tell you what I did and what you have to do to protect you and others from this virus. There are thousands of videos talking about the characteristics of the virus, how does it affect the body, the pathophysiology and the pharmacokinetics about the COVID. But I am going to just tell you how to handle this COVID in a chill way. As we all think, COVID is not a great task to handle with. In this video, we'll see the simple and easy methods to overcome this terrible infection, as others say. Whenever you become positive, never panic. You cannot run away from this virus. Instead, you have to face the virus with some simple and easy tricks. Now, let us begin the session. These are the common symptoms of a COVID patient. Any one of these symptoms or many of these symptoms can be present. It differs with the individuals. If you feel any of these symptoms, it is the right time to get yourself tested for COVID. Your doctor may tell you to take a nasal or a throat swab, a CT lung, and a blood test if needed. If you are diagnosed as positive, you will follow the next step. You may present with a persistent cough, usually early in the morning. Fever. Almost this is the first complaint of the patients. Fever lasting for 2 to 3 days is very common. There may be chills or rigor in combination with your fever. Many complain of breathing difficulty even for a simple task of walking inside the house, climbing upstairs, and during a bath. This is a very common complaint with all the COVID positive cases. You will have severe body pain or myalgia, including pain of all your joints and muscles. There may be a mild irritation or a sore throat. Some may complain of dysphagia or difficulty in swallowing, and something is staying back in the throat. Many complain loss of smell even to perfumes. And there are also complaints of loss of taste and even loss of appetite. There are few cases reporting nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Some may experience only nausea, that is, the feel of vomiting, and some may experience vomiting exactly. There are also few cases reporting diarrhea with severe abdominal cramps. Now, let us discuss easy and simple tricks to handle COVID during home quarantine, what to do and what not to do during a home quarantine period. Do not panic as soon as you see your result positive. COVID is as similar as a flu or a common cold or any other viral infection. It is not dangerous to all of us, but only to the senior citizens and for patients who are already with comorbidities of diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, renal and lung diseases. As soon as you see yourself positive, get self isolated. Do not get out of your room. It is not only to prevent spreading to your family and friends but also to break the COVID cycle. Try to kill the organism within you and only by you. Never spread the virus outside your room. As it is a droplet infection, do not share your towels, cups, plates, toothpaste, and toothbrushes with others. Do not smoke or drink, as it may increase the infection. Next, we'll see what we have to do to protect yourself and others from getting this virus. 8 cases out of 10 need only home quarantine, as in India we have shortage of beds and the viral load in hospital is very heavy. Home quarantine is the best solution if you have possibilities of doing it. Self isolate yourself, break the COVID cycle, kill the virus which is present within you and inside your room. Keep calm and stay positive. Think God has given you a lot of time to take rest physically and mentally. Give complete bed rest as all your body cells get regenerated now. Hydrate yourself adequately. See to that you drink 2 to 3 liters of water per day. Try to drink hot tea, green tea, and hot water whenever it is possible for you to drink, and try to avoid cool drinks. Get yourself nourished with a high protein and a nutritious diet. Try to eat a lot of citrus and seasonal fruits. Stay tuned with your family and friends. Try to make video calls. Have yourself positively tuned. Continue your daily routines. Get up early in the morning, brushing, maintaining your bowel and bladder pattern with a healthy diet. Keep yourself active and energetic. Maybe you can have a walk inside your room. Do mild exercises to keep yourself fit. Keep washing your hands frequently. Try to control the amount of infection. Try to cover all your coughs and sneezes with your towel or handkerchief, if not possible with your arms. Try to take salt water gargling twice a day, once early in the morning and before going to bed. Steam inhalation must be done twice a day to keep your lungs clear. This can be done with a steam inhaler or a traditional way of taking steam. You can await to see a video on the traditional methods of taking steam, which is the best method. Try to take lemon and ginger kashayam at least once in a day. Preparation of kashayam will be dealt in the upcoming video. Try to follow recovery position or sleep on the tummy. This position will improve the movement of the chest secretions and its clearance. See to that you don't take this position immediately after intake of your food. Have assistance from the family members, usually the healthy and young member in the family, to provide food and to meet the other needs of the patient. You will be prescribed with a set of medications by your physician. Try to take your medicines regularly. If there is no possibility of separate isolation, try to maintain 6 feet distance between the family members so that the infection is restricted. If no separate bathrooms are available, try to wash the bathroom as soon as it is used by the positive person. When do you need to visit your doctor and when you need to have your hospitalization done? It is when your symptoms doesn't come down, when you feel drowsy, tired or sick, when you have your fevers and chills persisting with severe body pain, when there is bluish discoloration of your extremities due to decreased oxygenation, develop severe dehydration symptoms as thirst, dry mouth, rapid heart rate, headache, dry skin and decreased urination. When you have severe abdominal pain or severe abdominal cramps. If your pulse oximeter is showing a saturation which is below 94%. When to stop your home quarantine? It is when you don't have fever for at least 72 hours, 10 days after the first symptoms appeared, 3 days with no symptoms, no other complaints and a feeling of well-being. Now, do you think COVID is such a deadly disease? No. Make it simple. Let's fight together as a team to eradicate COVID. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos. Share this video to your friends, neighbors, family members, students and your enemies too. Try to help others in a simple and easy way. I am socially responsible to create a video like this. you also try to be socially responsible by helping someone to recover from this deadliest disease. Thank you.